Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for January 2018 and happy birthday to you Aquarius born in January. And I have thrown a number of different decks out for you, so this will extra added bonuses for you, so it'll be a little bit longer reading. I have the Power of Love cards that I'll be using, the Law of Attraction cards, some Angel Abundance card, your Animal Totem. I love these cards, they're a lot of fun. And again, 3 angel messages for you at the end. And then my regular cards that I'll be using that I normally do for the spread that will cover your financial and friends, family, and messages and relationships and romance. And then some spiritual advice at the end. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards and the deck. Sorry, dropped one. And with this, we start off really well, Aquarius. We have the Magician and the Ten of Cups for your overall energy. Throughout this, you can't get any better. You've got some new beginnings coming in, maybe a new person coming into your life. A lot of power with the Magician in here. Many new beginnings, but coming in very powerful. And this is great, Aquarius. This is something that I'm sure you'd like to hear. And then happy family, happy, getting what you need and what you want. So having this energy overall is going to soften a lot of other things that can be harsh. So having those 2 positive cards over all of this, that's going to help out a great deal. So as we move into your financial and professional work sector, we have the Highest Priestess and we have the Knight of Wands. So with the Highest Priestess in here in your financial sector, it's basically talking about business could be very slow in the beginning, but will pick up greatly later on. And you will make very good money, or more than others, and you may receive an unexpected bonus or 2. So with your finances, you may have to be sitting around and wait a little bit for the arrival of something or someone to help you with that. And patience going to be needed ultimately, but it's going to be very successful. With the Knight of Wands coming in on the heels of that, this is good because anything with the Knight of Wands is always, that always happens very quickly. And with this one upright, it's a fun, exciting individual, active social life, and somebody enthusiastic and creativity, and a person with an influential and that is confident and a natural leader. And this is a person that is invested in raising the moods of others. So this is a person that's very beneficial to have around you, or yourself being the person in that predicament where you're helping people come out of and be more in the team spirit. And that's good because that keeps you guys in the momentum going, especially if you're in a project, and keeps the workplace a little bit more fun to go to. Everybody wants that if we can have that. But back to the Knight of Wands, that this card can discuss also dealing with unpleasant people, and that's again, that person coming in and helping in circumstances in your work, and you don't want to be feeling like you're wasting your time or effort, but that energy is going to blow off sooner than later, and just trust in the fact that you're going to get through that rapidly and quick. And with the financial area of that, a payment is going to be late or will not arrive at all, and will be that could aggravate you, but money will be come in from a new undertaking and a different source. So do pay attention to that, Aquarius, that if you're waiting for something, it's probably going to come through someone else. So depending on what kind of business that you're working on, but you're definitely moving forward with that. In your messages, friends and family, and news, we have the Nine of Swords and the Empress. With the Nine of Swords, this is a tough card to get through, so if there's any messages or friends or family that can be of concern, this is a very difficult card. It's not fun to get through. As you can see, the lady in bed, it can, significant, it could be signs of, being depressed, etc. It's like, Aquarius, you need to get through this. could be panic, stress, anxiety, fear of what may be, guilt, and regret. These things may or may not come to pass. So, but the stress and anxiety is so distracting that it is consuming the person or persons involved. They're unable to take action and to allay their own fears and neutralize threats. So whatever kind of messages or what's going on within friends and family, this can be a tough card to get through. So just be aware that we can't take on too much where it's going to affect you. As we move into the Empress in the same category of messages, friends and family, we have, it's just there's going to be a lot of surprises along the way with the Empress. It's a new undertaking with the 3. Situations involve more than one person, so makes sense with that area if we're looking into that. But with the messages and stuff, just things can be overlooked and can cause an upset and a delay. So with them, just take your time on processing things, Aquarius, on things, things that there may be concerns with the real estate venture, and communication problems are just going to be out there during this time. So be aware that what you want to say and what you're not saying, Aquarius, and expressing things, it's what, how they make you feel, and not to give problems any more thought or attention, and to relax and start enjoying yourself. So with that message right there, Aquarius, it's basically telling you to basically pick your energy on what you want to take that with and not absorb too much of that. That can be very exhausting for you, and it's warning of not taking on more than what you have to, and not letting that get to you. You just have to, what I like to do is just go basically to your happy place and stay out of all that turmoil if you can, if this comes up for you, Aquarius, and if this relates to you. This is a general reading, doesn't cover everyone, and if it does for some of you, that's the advice given to you. Your challenges and themes and your fire aspect sector of that is your 3 of Cups and your 6 of Wands. Aquarius, with the 3 of Cups, this is a positive card, and many people can be involved in this. And this message is about friendships, happiness, social activity, and camaraderie and bonding. Very positive card, so it's hard to have a challenge on this. So definitely going to have a lot of people around you, and I seem to feel like that generates around you with other people, still leaning towards your career sector in that sense. With the 6 of Wands, you're actually coming into a victory. It's the yes card. So whatever you've been having a struggle with or challenges, there's a positive yes in this, a victory, and it's going to bring much praise and acclaim, popularity, promotion, and achievement. This reading's really gearing towards more of your career, Aquarius, and so with all the 2 cards that we started out with your overall energy with these 2, it's really giving you that go power. But as I keep looking at these other cards with the friends and family and stuff like that, you just really can't get sucked into any of that drama. As we move into your relationship sector, we have the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. With the 4 of Pentacles in your romance sector, it talks about basically, you're not going to be able to unite with someone on any real level because your heart belongs to and is committed to another. So if there's somebody in your past, you may be having a tough time getting through that, even though you would like to be in a relationship and would like to move on with it. I think that some of the Aquariuses out there are struggling with trying to move through some difficulties and are holding on to the past and not letting that go so that they're able to move forward. And the romance part, this card also talks about, basically getting through your obstacles and getting together, trying to find time in the logistics and business priorities and geographic problems, both parties are in accord and want to be together, the obstacles can be overcome. As we move into the Eight of Swords, this message talks about basically you will be afforded the opportunity to regenerate in a different environment or with a different partner, and because of this you will experience a positive change in mind or status and will no longer feel restricted, bound, or imprisoned. In the romance area, that restricted box, it can be actually in a protective spiritual box, so you won't be diverted from your higher purposes. So with that, when I'm looking at your relationship category, Aquarius, it's moving through some past times and tribulations that you've had, and when you're able to get through that, you're able to give again from the heart, because at this point, if you're not able to do that now, it's not fair to the other person. So you may have to iron out some things and let go of some stuff and not hold on to what was and what is before you today. For your outcome and spiritual advice, Aquarius, we have the Queen of Swords. And this card talks of, though you won't know how or what or why, you'll stay emotionally detached, trying to do the right thing until what you need to know is revealed. So Aquarius, it's just basically a wait and see card on what you need to know, and then when everything is on the table, like the cards that I have, it all tells a story, and when you know that, you're able to move forward on that. So you're thinking more analytical with your mind and not so much with your heart, which is actually good because it keeps you in a much more grounded position, Aquarius. Now we're going to move into another card, which is the non-attachment as your message. And it says, I am certain that I will reach my goal while letting go of how it will happen. So it can relate to business and it can relate to relationships. More, I'm going to lean towards your relationship on that card, and it's letting it happen and let it be there and not worry so much about your goals and what you want. It just will be if it's supposed to be, and that's the best way to go, Aquarius, on that. Your next card is another angel card here. It's your abundance cards, and it's declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So Aquarius, be ready to go ahead and get some things done and help others that need help. And basically, once you unclutter your home or your workspace, it unclutters the mind and allows you to be much more organized in your thought. And it's also allowing to, pay it forward in the universe, because you'll be paid back doubly if you can let go of things that are not helping you anymore. I pulled your Power of Love cards. I ended up with 2 of those. So your message, and it was by accident, they both came out at the same time, talking about self-love, and realize that love of self is necessary to love another. Isn't that the truth? So it is touching base with whatever's happened in your past to talk to you about what you need to do, and that's finding that what you know you have to offer, what you know your soul is all about, and really being able to give of that and getting out of the ego, but being in your spiritual side, and that will help you a great deal, Aquarius. Expression, you are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into the acts of love. So that again goes along with your relationship, is that once you've moved through that and you end up finding out that you really do like who you are and what you're able to do, then you're going to be able to work right into an expression of what you would like to see happen and just enjoy yourself. For your animal card reading and your message, we have the Chariot. It's the Arabian horses, and you can successfully balance various or opposing energies all at once through determination and focus, and you've earned the rewards and recognition you're receiving. It's back to your work. You're going steadfast, and nothing's going to defeat you. You're going to move right through and forward with it, and keep being a team player and keep moving on. Excellent message for you, Aquarius. Your last message is from your spiritual guidance, angels. We have the Six of Waters, and memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Again, talking about relationships. So it's saying, Aquarius, get out of your head and move into the now and get out of the past and keep moving forward, but approach it with newness on how you would in the past. Yes, it was wonderful back then, and it probably was a great time, but now it's wonderful today, and how will you approach it and change that? Your next message is balance. Archangel Zadkiel. The need to, for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Want to, perfect timing. So, you have to wait for that perfect timing on that, and finding the balance that's going in with your career and stuff like that. So it's timing on that. Also timing within your relationships too. It covers both work relationships and that. So it's just timing with how you want to see things go. So it's knowing when to speak and knowing when to be quiet and knowing when to move forward on that. Your last message is the Two of Fire, and you've come into your own new partnerships or contracts. Continue to move forward. So whatever you've been doing in your career, you're moving forward on that. And again, relating also with other relationships, this is definitely something that, when you really come to that epiphany of who you are and what you have to offer, you're just keep going forward, move forward. And that also was that other one with the Chariot in there. Keep moving forward, Aquarius. Things are going good. All in all, that was a very good reading, Aquarius. Good things in your career, working through your past and other relationships, not getting into the dramas of everything. Things are going good for you. And that concludes the reading for Aquarius in January, and I will see you back here February 2018. I hope you have a wonderful birthday, Aquarius, if you have a birthday in January. Thank you.